Maybe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pink Bucket Happy Hour. I am going to do my best to fill in for Julian. He is under the weather tonight and reached out to me and asked if I would do this for him, and I said, sure.
The weather tonight.
So here we are. I managed to grab a few people.
Hello, everyone.
Y'all want to introduce yourself? Go right ahead.
I am Brickbender Underworld here on Hoosier's channel for the Pink Bucket Happy Hour. Next is Tanya.
Hi guys, Tony Kazard, Miss Brick Kitten on Instagram, and you can just find me by my name here on YouTube. You can also find me as Miss Brick Kitten on Tumblr. And yeah, I'm a roboticist and I love building cities. So there we go.
Fantastic. And I guess, am I next? Would that be?
Sure, Canadian.
All right. So I am Canadian Brickyard. Myself, my name is Amir, and my dog Dexter is somewhere around here. Sometimes he helps me out with some of the videos. We kind of do everything from city updates, reviews, hauls, and we started doing stop motion as well. So yeah, we're really happy to be a part of this the stream today, and whatever we can do to help out Hoosier and Jillian as well, because we really like their presence in the community and everything else.
We appreciate it. We really do. And of course, we got Somniac, which he may be watching a ball game.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Insomniac? All right, so what's everybody been up to this weekend? I have been kind of offline except for my Instagram.
Today I haven't done nothing. It's I put a city update video out last night, and it was basically a week-long grind just to get ready for that.
Wow.
Source some parts without having to go to Bricklink and whatnot. So
Everybody put out a city update yesterday.
Yeah, we had to get on the ball, Somniac. You accepted our challenge.
That was Chris that also put out a video. Was it today? Was it?
I think so. Either today or yesterday.
Gotcha.
Chris put his out. Well, last night / this morning, I think. I had mine ready to go yesterday evening, and I didn't realize that I thought the Brick Sisters was going to take the night off last night. So as soon as I filmed it, I got an invite. So I went ahead and uploaded it and just set it as private and was going to wait till they were done with the stream before I made it public. And then I had some company come over and they were done with the stream like hours before I actually got it uploaded.
Okay, gotcha. Because I remember on Thursday's Brick Vibe, you were saying, well, I could push something out, but I think I kind of want to work on it a little bit more. And I'm like, okay, we'll see when it comes out.
All right, so we've got the Brickhead family in the chat. We've got Kittenville Bricks in the chat. Minifigure collectors in the chat. Shiny Bricks is in the chat. Welcome all.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, Shiny? Shiny, I picked up the one poly bag from Toys R Us today. The Friends Pod. And it I'm not going to say what the price was while we're live. But then there was another one he wanted, and I got it in my collection, so I'll be sitting here. He told me he wanted them. I picked it up. Very quick to send me the money. So I make a trip to the post office in the morning to get his stuff out to him.
That's nice. That's awesome. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in a different room than I normally video chat with you guys in.
Yeah, what's that on the back wall?
That is my minifigs. This is the first thing that I built for minifigures.
Hold on, I'm out of practice. Let me put you on the big screen.
Got it? All right, yep. So, got some city figures, some older city figures. The Ninja figures before Ninjago, going into Ninjago, and then some of the Adventure series is here. Got some of the Shell minifigures back when they were doing their promotional stuff, then some of the Night stuff. And then this right here is, as you can tell, that's what the kids play on. It's 4 foot by 4 foot Lego table.
Nice.
That's nice.
So my wife cleaned up this room the other weekend, and she's like, "You can do your videos from there from now on." Okay.
So does that
designated space?
does that mean that 4 foot by 4 foot play table becomes a city table now?
No, it's still 4 foot by 4 foot play table. It literally sits kneeling height off the ground.
Knee high off the ground?
Yeah.
Wow, that's low.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old, and I do like to play on it. So.
That makes sense.
That's the perfect height for them. It totally is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So not quite yet for city. Maybe when they get a little bit older, we'll work on that. But I do have another project I'm working on. I haven't started it, but I just got these in Thursday before I left.
Crocodile. Alligator.
All
Crocodile.
kinds of them.
Nice.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 right now. I'm gonna have to find another source for some more.
So Hoosier, when you're not sourcing bricks from Bricklink, where are you getting them from? Do you have a local retail or second store around your place, or?
I got 2 brick and mortar stores within like 20 minutes of me.
Oh, cool.
Or I sort my own stuff and pull from my collection.
Parting out some sets.
Yeah, that and just stuff that I've accumulated, and I wouldn't really call them bulk bins, but a few pieces here, a few pieces there.
The last walk by I did, I got it really super cheap, and there was a good reason for that because it was pretty freaking disgusting. I can't say. I mean, I brought it home. I threw it straight in the bathtub and poured all sorts of cleaner in and hot water and just let it soak for 2 days before I even touched it. It looked like it came from some person who just got to a point where they didn't care anymore, and they smelled of smoke. It smelled of I found a broken juice bottle in there, from the vapes, and a broken vape pen in there. And I'm just like, oh, it was covered with the oil and everything. It was pretty disgusting.
Oh man.
I still haven't fully sorted it all out. It's clean, but I pick at it once in a while to find pieces when I need them.
Brick Blaze, you should have a link, buddy, if you're able to join.
It looks like he's not going to be joining us tonight. He said he just stopped by to say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, like the one brick and mortar store that's closest to my house. It's only been around since maybe January. And the guy that owns it, he's pretty cool. Stopping there quite often. And he knows what I'm looking for. And it's not like the bricks and minifigs that we have here. their bulk bins are, they just got like 2-3 bins and it's just tons of Lego in it. Well, the one that's close to me, there's like 6 or 8 bins, and he keeps it somewhat sorted. Like all Technic parts are in one bin.
Nice.
All regular bricks, whether they're 1x or 2x, are in a bin. You got all your plates in a bin. Windows, doors, wheels. So it's nice to go in there. And like I said, he called me yesterday and said he had half a bag of plates for me, and that he was going to be closed for a couple of days. Wanted to know if I wanted to come get them or just wait till he got the bag full. I was like, I'm coming to get them. So I went and picked those up yesterday.
Very cool. So I've got Bricks and Minifig store about an hour away. That's where our lug's out of currently. And yeah, they always have some cool stuff in there.
Yeah,
so my nearest Lego store is like 2 hours away.
I don't mind going to the Bricks and Minifigs around here, but ours, like, he puts out the bulk like once a week.
Ugh.
If that. Because he runs what they call bulk sales or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They do that at yours too, where you like $35 for a bucket or something like that.
Right. Yep. Yeah, they do that on mine on occasion. They'll do that.
Mine does it all the time, so they don't put out a lot of new bulk because they save it all for that.
That's disappointing. See, now, my Bricks and Minifigs down here near me, it's about 30 minutes. No, it's about 20 minutes away from me. But they'll refresh their bulk once a week. But before they refresh their bulk, they kind of watch as people stop picking through it or shuffle through it and go, I'm not finding anything. And then they'll fill up a bunch of bags, put them on their wall for half price, and then they'll bring out fresh bulk and put it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, see, mine don't do nothing like that.
Disappointing.
How long have they been open?
They've been open since December, so they're really sweet people. I like them. Good peeps. Sometimes they hold a few things for me if I ask them to. I go, hey, I'm looking for X, Y, or Z, and they'll send me a message and say, hey, we've got this thing you asked for. So they're pretty good. I like them.
Yeah, it's hit or miss on my bricks and minifigs. They have a lot of good sets that people brought in and traded in.
That's where I got my Ant-Man set.
Nice.
The only bad thing is it cost me $8 whether I buy anything or not. That's not including gas to drive there because I gotta pay a toll.
That sucks.
So roads. What kind of nonsense is that?
So when the one that's actually in the same town that I live in opened up, I was like, heck yeah, no more tolls.
Wow, Techno Hunt. Good 40 pounds of mixed Legos and 15 pounds of instructions from 70s up to recent years. Did you find any good complete sets in that, Techno?
Lego from the 70s.
Some of that stuff they say you got to watch because the pigments were different and the chemistry of the bricks, the ABS was different, so it kind of wouldn't meet current toy safety standards.
I don't know. Have you guys noticed, like, when you open these newer sets, that they kind of almost have a film to them? like the new bricks have kind of a
Like a-
light oil or something on them.
Yeah, I have noticed that. I wonder if they're using some type of different mold release in their plastic.
I've never
That could
paid.
potentially be it. Yeah.
I've never paid any attention.
To be honest with you, I haven't either, and I didn't really notice it on my fingers, but I'll pay attention to it for the next few openings I do. Are you thinking just like 2018 sets, or?
It's been rather recent. I would say maybe 2017, going from 2017 sets on.
Well, I'll pay attention to it, and I'll definitely let you know what I find. That's interesting.
So I've got a new video idea that I've come up with. I went and ordered all three of the current. Well, I'm a fan of the one, but I've ordered the other two brick subscriptions that are out there. I'm gonna do those and do a comparison video on them.
Cool.
Like a live opening. Here's what's in each one. None of these companies know what I'm about to do.
We got Tim Thurston in the chat. What's going on, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
He's over on the other side of the pond, so it's probably 4 o'clock in the morning for him.
Are we talking England or?
I think he's in Australia.
Another down under. Gotcha.
Isn't Tim in Hong Kong? Or
Is he
Japan?
Hong Kong?
I think he's Australian, but in Hong Kong or something like that.
Okay, that might be what it is, Somniac.
Brickhead family. I will say that I will be very honest about what I think about each particular set.
If you're doing a review and you're not honest, why are you doing a review?
That's kind of the way I am.
Amen to that. I mean, the last thing you want is to mislead any viewers to think that you are one way or the other. Just flat out say exactly what you want to say.
It's all being purchased by me, so I really don't, nobody's providing me with anything, so I don't have any ties to anything.
You are exactly right, Somniac. He said, "I'm an Aussie in Hong Kong."
All right. All right. So I've been mucking with the lights in my. I just put up some lights around my layout. Nice color changers. I think it adds a pretty good touch to things. Look, we're in the middle of the night
that's
now.
cool.
Yeah, that is real
Nice
cool.
glow to it. Yeah, I like it.
I like that.
Let me put you on the big screen.
I think that'll provide some pretty neat photo opportunities, Oh, is it making the... It's kind of making the tails coming off of the light cycles kind of glow a little bit. I like that.
That'd be cool to do stop motion with those lights too. You can make it like night and day. And
let's see, how does this look? Oh, wait, we can go full red.
Oh, that's cool. So you can cycle through whatever color you want.
Nice.
Give it ambience. That's nice. Oh, look at the remote. That's amazing.
Good Lord. That's a lot of
what
buttons.
colors are on there?
Holy cow. 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So 20 different shades and hues.
Oh, that is awesome.
Hoosier, I think with that remote, you can probably even tell it to make you coffee or something.
I'd never figure it out.
But it definitely gives you some options here. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. Because get some good photo opportunities going on, Why is it showing reverse? Anyhow, so thought everyone might like to see that progress.
She's a Bond girl with a remote.
Brickhead family, you should have an invite if you want to jump in here.
This strip was like $50 from I think it was Lowe's I picked it up from. So not too expensive, and what it does, it looks really good in my opinion. Alrighty.
Bill, I think you asked me a question. You asked or made a statement about speaking your dislikes on cardboard sets. I've done that on a couple of mine. The absolute one that comes to mind was it was an Avengers set. It was the Hulkbuster. I really didn't care much for the way they built Hulkbuster, and then the Iron Man and that Iron Man minifig in that set sucked. Complete garbage.
Are you talking about the new Hulkbuster?
Yes.
The large one or the smaller one?
Not the UBS, the actual yes, it was the Hulkbuster. It was the smaller one.
Oh, really? You didn't like that one?
I didn't. The build was great, but I mean, I just felt like it was real simple.
That's interesting because, to be completely honest with you, I mean, unless we're speaking of a different set, when I built that one, and this was the first Hulkbuster that I built, so maybe I just don't have anything to kind of refer to. But I felt that with all the articulation in the, I don't know, in the waist, in the elbows, in even the fingers and toes, and all that, I really enjoyed it. The only thing I did not enjoy was the fact that the little Hulk smash feature on the right arm. So what I ended up doing is just modifying it to be the same build as the left. But once I did that, I actually really enjoyed it. So I'm curious. Maybe I'm talking about the wrong set. Let me.
No, you're talking about the same set.
Interesting.
I thought they could have done more with it. I've actually modified mine a little bit.
Okay.
I'd have to go get him. Give me a couple minutes and I will. Then the other one, that minifig that came with it, the Iron Man minifig, just total garbage.
I have to agree with you on that one. The minifigure was not good at all.
Compared to all the other minifigs that they put out of him, and I was like, really? You cheesed out on this one? Come on.
What didn't you like about the minifig?
And all the other and all the other Iron Man minifigs, the face thing lifts, his face shield lifts off. This one it doesn't. It's it's a one-piece helmet. The detail is really not there. In comparison.
So they went cheap on us.
Yeah, it looks cheap.
That's disappointing. I'm not the biggest superhero set collector, so I'm not that familiar with them, but hey.
I'm right there with you. I'm really big into just like the whole city theme, and the only time I'll ever pick something else out from any themes other than city are things that I feel I could either modify or that would just look good standard in the city. And like for example, Peter Parker's apartment, Sanctum Sanctorum.
Sanctum Sanctorum was awesome.
Yeah, I took 3 of those sets. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I took 3 of those, made it into a modular, 2 modular buildings. One of them I already have completed; it's on display, and the other one is it's almost built. I still got to do a review on it, but yeah, I love the final product, and that's when that was where I was like, okay, I'll deal with a superhero set. The Avengers Infinity lineup, just so that I could get all of the little Infinity Stones. That's the only reason why I went through all the builds. And I mean, okay, so now my minifigure, the minifigure has a the gauntlet, but other than that, you're right. I don't really focus too heavily on superhero sets.
Now in Sanctum Sanctorum, the Iron Man, the Iron Spider, not Iron Man, Iron Spider was fantastic. I loved what they did.
That looked really good, yes. And that is a set that's actually on my list to pick up. It's just I spent all the money on loose brick because I've got projects that required loose brick.
I understand that. Doctor Strange was a great minifig out of that one. Even the Iron Man out of that one was much better. Far superior to the garbage they put out in Hulkbuster.
You would think they would put a really good minifig in a flagship product like the Hulkbuster, right?
Right.
Because that is a Tony Stark Iron Man set. You think they would put the best minifig of him in there, right?
Yeah, but they did put Bruce Banner in there, and I really wanted a Bruce Banner minifig, so that was what drew me to that set. Like I said, the Hulkbuster itself, I made some modifications. I'll run and go grab him in a minute.
Shiny Bricks asks, "Says Hoosier, you going to get the Bugatti?"
Oh,
I will not be purchasing the Bugatti.
not grabbing the Bugatti, huh?
That'd be an interesting build to see you build.
I hung out while they were building it at my local Lego store. It is a beautiful build. I don't know if it's $350 beautiful, but it is a beautiful build.
right.
I like the Porsche. I didn't jump on the Porsche. Of course, I like the Bugatti. So I'm not going to jump on it now.
You know, just going back to Tim's comment in chat where he says, yes, the Iron Spider-Man is great. And yeah, he's completely right. With the with that Sanctum Sanctorum set, the Iron Spider-Man that came with it, I thought was a really, really nice addition to that set. And on top of that, since I had a couple extra, I put them on my Bricklink store, and man, did those things ever sell for high prices. Like I was just wowed by it.
Iron Spider? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a great great minifig, and I liked what they did with the other henchmen from the Avenger sets.
Oh yes, yes,
Using
yes.
that same back piece to give them their arms and stuff. That was
The Knight Riders or whatever.
Yeah, that was such
have-
a smart decision.
Yeah, I have way too many of those now. I got to figure out what to do with them. I have a little army of them.
Well, you know, you can always sell them to me.
It's like the Batman movie the Lego Batman
turn
movie
that
when
off.
it came out, depressed all the prices on Batman. You practically can't give away Batman right now.
Yeah, Shiny says the Bugatti's on his list. It's a long list too. I might be able to save you some money, man. I don't think you can go to the stores anymore and get it, but you can probably get it off eBay or Bricklink. Just buy the Speed Champions one. There you go. You got your Bugatti.
That's actually one that I actually did purchase from Speed Champion. The one that I missed out on, and I regret it so much, is the blue Mustang with that white racing stripe down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I missed out on that, and I am just kicking myself over and over now for it.
So, on that topic of sets you have missed, which ones do you regret the most?
So many. So many.
Like-
I regret that my Dark Age. I regret that my Dark Age lasted so long, or else, you know, I wouldn't have to spend as much just trying to get my collection back.
Yeah.
I'm slowly working on getting all the sets that I missed.
Welcome, Brickhead family.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Sounds
Hey.
like he's in the car.
What's up, Nick?
Oh no, I'm on my computer. I'm just kind of walking around the room here, trying to look for some stuff.
Hmm.
I was regretting the Mersk until I picked it up a couple days ago.
Yeah, there was a bunch that
So, I've got a request from Kittenville to show off my coffee shop, which is kind of where I'm focusing right now on my city. I'm waiting on a Bricklink order, so that's why it's it's back in its place because I'm waiting for a Bricklink order to come in. So first floor, put the camera off. All right, first floor. This part right here is gonna be the jewelry store, and I used the facade from the Lego Batman movie, from the Catwoman
Nice.
case, as the facade for it, and it'll have side doors. Trying to figure out how my camera is working here. All right, and of course here's a door that's going to go up to the second story, my stairways. Over here is a coffee shop. It's modeled after a coffee shop I used to hang out in downtown Denver. And I've got cats all over the place, so it's going to be a cat coffee shop. And yes, there's a restroom. And sometimes even a Lego minifig has to drop a brick or two. And then I've got the second. I was waiting for someone to capture that.
I'm gonna have to remember that one.
And then I did get the second floor pretty much done. Parts I'm waiting for is I need the 1x10 plates so I can tie in all my windows together so that they're actually stable instead of just wanting to fall out. So those on order. They should probably be here sometime this week. And I've started the interior here. My little sig fig talking with Olivia from the Friends. So stuff going on. It's working. It's coming along. And I did some greebling in the hallway on the lower half. I don't know how well you can see that.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just used some tan cheese wedges to give it like a stucco kind of texture to it underneath the wainscoting. So, and then basic going up. So that's as far as I've got, Mr. Kittenville. And that's where I'm at the moment. Does that answer your question? Satisfy your desire for seeing what I was working on last week?
Tell him hi.
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 Hello, little Hooge.
This is the one that reigns havoc in the city and puts stuff everywhere.
Oh, okay. Mini Godzilla.
Nah, he don't tear the stuff up. He just gets stuff off the shelves and puts it everywhere.
Gotcha.
He's character, that's for sure.
that fun age where they're still all over the place and entertaining and young and joyful. And then you send them to kindergarten and that joy and playfulness disappears. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Stop being so morbid.
He starts kindergarten next year.
Yeah.
Mine starts in the fall. My oldest.
Cool. Very cool. All right, let's see, where am I at? Okay, I need those pieces.
So this is the one you were talking about, right, Canadian?
Let's see here.
Let me put him on the big screen.
Yes, that is the one. Yeah.
Except I added some stud shooters to the top.
Oh, look at that.
More detail to the knees.
Okay.
I'd really like to add something to his arms. I didn't have the parts, but now that I've gotten my couple of bulk brick orders, I'm probably going to do that. Go back and revisit him.
Okay.
Him finished up.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking you remove those yellow pieces on each of the arms, and you can add some really nice guns or something to them, right?
Right. I took out the entire mechanism that went in the back.
So very same thing that I did, taking that out. Good. Nice. That's a really nice mod that you did.
Are you still there? Hello, hello?
I think he froze out.
I think so.
Oh, and he's back.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries.
So looking at Detroit City, that little mech that came in there, the only thing that I've added is this saw blade, which I actually used in a stop motion video because I was so upset with this build that I tore it apart in the video.
Really?
Yeah, Justin Hammer destroyed the Hulk Buster.
All right.
Nice. Talking about that like a week ago on if you want views very quickly on your channel, destroy Lego builds.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it takes so long to build them too.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hi.
I did end up putting them back together.
And you end up putting them back together.
Yeah, and then I adjusted and made some adjustments. But yeah, I built this one before I built the Hulkbuster, and then so I was kind of excited to get it, and then I got it, and I was like, really? That's the best that we could come up with? I'm not spending $99 for the UCS Hulkbuster. Sorry, it's just not going to happen.
Well, and I would say stay away from the UCS because, I mean, the thing can't even stand on its own 2 feet. The joints, for the amount of weight for each of the limbs, the joints can't handle it. The ball joints just completely flop over, and you have to hold the thing up. And what's really funny is if you go and watch any of the Lego commercials that they have, including the Hulkbuster, someone is always holding it and is like, "Look at this action! Look at this!" But they're constantly holding the thing up, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
So at least you're not false advertising.
It totally is. So originally when you were saying, the Hulkbuster, I was thinking, oh, it must be the UCS that he's not satisfied with. I completely understand. But no, it's the other one. I'm like, okay.
The UCS Hulkbuster has pretty much been universally panned by everybody. Everyone I've seen who's reviewed it has just given it very poor marks.
For good reason. For good reason.
Yeah. So there's my thoughts on that for you.
No, but I appreciate your thoughts. I mean, definitely valid. I don't see quite eye to eye on certain portions, but on the other portions, I do understand. I mean, especially when you mentioned the minifig, I completely agree with you on that. But it is nice to have a Bruce Banner.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and like I said, you look at Sanctum Sanctorum, and that build was awesome. The minifigs that you got in that were just incredible. The detail that went into them. But then you're looking at what, a $30 set versus a $90 set.
I'd be curious if, whenever you have a chance, check out the Sanctum Sanctorum Peter's apartment mock that I did. I'd really be interested to see what you have to say about it, because I think. I don't know. It surprised me when I finished it, to be honest with you.
What surprised you about it?
Well, just the detail that I was able to come out with it. I mean, so going back to the whole superhero thing, I don't like buying superhero stuff. But in 2017, I bought, I forget what Spider-Man said it was, but it was like N-Bank or something. It was like bank heist or bank breakout.
Oh, that was a great set. Yeah. I love the minifigs that come with that.
Right, and I had 4 of those sets because I found them on sale, and my original plan was to have 4 different. I mean, what they were is they pretty much were little ATMs, and I would scatter them throughout the city. And if I ever want to make like a stop motion, I could say, okay, the criminals are heisting all the N-Bank at the same time. Thing is, when I was going through this Peter Parker apartment, I said, well, I still haven't incorporated these 4 into the city, so why not incorporate that into the base floor, like the first floor of this giant city mock, or this block mock as well. And so I was able to get 3 of those sets, put it in there. I was able to get the pizza shop in there. I was able to get a couple floors on the actual apartment itself, and I don't know. I just like the overall facade, and it really feels like it brings a portion of my city together, especially that grungy type of feel outside of the city. I don't know. I like it.
What was that video called?
Here I'll link it in the group chat for you. 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't venture too far away from stuff that I can't put into the city anymore.
Yeah.
And you guys do some incredible cities. I mean, I've seen the cities that you guys put up and things that you guys put up, and that's just crazy. I just wish I had the space to do that. I don't right now. So.
Right.
There you go. The link's in that group chat right there. So I took 3 of those together, and you know what? That was exactly the same mentality as I had as Hooser. I was like, even though I like the outside facade of these buildings, even though I like the outside facade of the buildings and everything, I figured, no, something just doesn't feel right.
Sorry.
The last thing we want to do is be adding anything that's unreal. So, for example, any superheroes or anything else. That's just our style.
All good noise.
When we saw But when we unrealistic, so for example, any superheroes or anything else, that's just our style. But
All right,
when
I'll
we
be back.
saw this leaked image
All right,
for the
sounds
very
good.
first time, we just knew that on open.
I could have just muted him.
I know, right? That's okay. What was I telling you? So yeah, so originally when I saw it, I mean, I dislike two things about any of those type of sets where it's like a dollhouse at the back. Number one, they're not modular. You gotta make a proper modular building. And number two is the fact that each of the floor heights are they don't line up with the floor heights of other expert modular creator sets, right? So I kind of took that into account, and I was like, okay, how am I going to go and adjust this so that it matches with the rest of the city? And I don't know, that's what I kind of came up with.
Yeah, it's just when you have a city layout and you go buying these other sets, like I bought the big Hulk Buster, $100 down the drain. I wish I'd never bought it, but
Sorry about that.
It's like, yeah, where do you put it?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this matter of it's something I talk to a friend about quite frequently. Is, are you a collector and do you have a collection that you're curating, or are you just hoarding? You know? So it's like, oh my gosh, the new Lego set is out, I must buy it. And I go, wait,
Right.
does the Lego set fit into your theme? Does it fit in what you like to build? Or are you just getting it because, ooh, shiny new Lego collection?
Exactly.
Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I build a lot of off-the-wall sets, and a lot of it's because of the show that we do with Brick Vibe on Thursdays. But some of them are cool. Like we done the rocket. The rocket's awesome. Don't know where I'm going to put it, but the rocket's awesome.
The Saturn V?
Yeah.
I could print you some brackets and send them to you. No joke, I'll do that for you.
But a lot of the sets I build, like they just get, I'll build them, take this part out of it, or take this part out of it, and then it gets thrown in a bin till the bin gets full.
Hi, everyone, and welcome.
I start tearing stuff apart.
Yep. I'm being a lot more considered in the sets I'm buying these days. It's just you got to be economical about it, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't won the Powerball yet.
True story.
All right. So Canada, you're a city builder like myself.
I am, yes.
Cop sets, could you deal with less?
Definitely. We can always deal with less cop sets. We can always deal with less fire and less helicopters. But I understand what Lego does behind each one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, I appreciate what they do with cop sets, but you're right. They flood it way too much. The whole robber breaking out of the jail cell and having, I don't know, they overdo it, right? And I almost feel like that leads people down a path of having to, like, even if let's say you want to take it one step further into stop motion, or even just kind of rearranging your minifigures to, you know, set up your layout before you film, it always seems to have that sort of vibe where you have to show some sort of a bad versus good type of thing, where it's like, no, I'd rather just make my minifigure walk down the street, grab a coffee, and there's my, you know, there's my stop motion.
Yeah. I've been liking what they've been doing with the latest sets of minifigs that they've put out, the $40 price point ones.
Yes.
The new camping one, definitely on the list. I've got to go get that one.
Oh
But
my
the
god, it's a
last one-
must. Yeah.
Oh, the
'Cause,
beach one I wasn't into. The beach one, I have no water in my city. But
Right.
the first one I got because just a great selection of minifigs. The beach one I skipped, but I'm definitely going to get this camping one, because the area in my lower part of my layout is going to be wilderness / camping next to a river type area.
Right, because yeah, like I'm in the exact same boat. I'm doing a lot of large mock sort of mountains, and then underneath the mountains are the forest. And I already have an entire campground set up in my city, so to be able to have this campground set that's coming out, it's perfect. Like, this is exactly what I need to just really bring it out. Even just the tents, the fact that the tents are just going to add just that little bit of extra spark already to a pretty massive forest that I have. Why not?
Yes. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I do like the camping set. I have the beach one. The kids play with those minifigs.
I did buy all three, like the Fun and Park, the beach one, and I'm going to be buying this other one as well. The beach one, I'm in the same boat. I don't have a water theme right now, so it's kind of just sitting there. But we'll see what we can do. I mean, it has some nice things like the volleyball net and everything, but I can't really do much with it right now. However, that Fun in the Park, wow, did it ever add that much extra? And I think this whole idea that the Lego's having for these minifigure like sets, that is just a phenomenal idea in itself.
It's almost an about time, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta look at with all the police stuff and the fire stuff and the helicopters. We are playing with a kid's toy.
Bingo. And that's exactly the target audience.
That is the trick. That is the trick to it.
Legos are not just for kids.
They're not, but it's the key demographic.
So, and what do all kids love? They love to see police cars. They love to see fire trucks, helicopters, airplanes.
Yep. And recently, actually, they did a study where they found that children, I believe it was under the age of 8, found the most amusement out of flying around helicopters and spinning the blades. And that's why you will always see at least 2 or 3 helicopters released in every single
wave.
A wave. And that's the exact reason.
Okay. They did too many helicopters in this current Arctic wave. There's like 3 sets with a helicopter in it out of like the 4 that are released, and it's like,
Okay, but now that you mentioned Arctic, I mean, sorry to switch gears for a sec, but one thing that I really enjoy about these Arctic sets, I mean, like, okay, I don't really enjoy too much about it, except for the fact that they have a lot of animals. They have quite a few, and I'm thinking, okay, this is perfect for a zoo,
The mammoth. I'm looking forward to getting the mammoth and the saber-tooth and
Bingo.
adding them to my collection. They're
Bingo.
just really cute, well done. They're well sculpted. I mean, you look at them and they're well designed.
Definitely. And the fact that in every single set, whether it be a larger Arctic set or even a smaller one, you're getting something, even a saber-tooth tiger or something, and you can really go and put that into a museum. Like, why not?
Yeah. Yep. So
I think it's really great with what they've done with the animals here recently. Because I mean, I don't know how long. I have some of the original dinosaur animals. The Triceratops and the T-Rex. Just looking to see if they were up there. If they're put away, they are put away. The original pterodactyl, the Arctic polar bears.
Good night, Big B. Thanks for tuning in.
From the older sets.
Oh, the polar bear.
Yeah, and if you look at the newer bears, they look more bear-like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I can honestly say I probably won't be picking up any of the Arctic sets.
And that's fair. I think what hooked me onto the Arctic sets for some reason, or at least what hooked me onto the whole animal theme, was when I was able to find a super, super old elephant. It was from the Elephant Caravan. I forget. I don't know what year it came out in. I think it was like the 90s. But that elephant is just worth quite a bit, and I was totally surprised. But B, it had so much articulation and so much playability that I was like, okay, if I can get this much enjoyment out of one particular animal, let me see what I can do with all these Arctic pieces.
What's going on, Brick Hunter? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're cool. When I came into Lego, the last Arctic wave was out.
The Arctic Explorers?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad stuff there.
And I thought they was cool as heck.
Yeah.
I bought every one. And then I started my city, and I'm like,
where did these go?
Where did he go? Boy, was that a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they might be cool, I'm going to stay away from them this time.
It's understandable. I think
And I was able to pick up some of the big cats from the Lego pick a brick. You know, they're missing pieces from sets.
The bricks and pieces.
Yes, section. So I got the panther and I got the cheetah from there, and I had the mountain lion from the police mountain outlook set that I bought.
right.
But the bears are not available.
No.
No, a lot of the stuff
leopard
isn't
from
available.
I think it's from the the jungle theme or whatever. You got that leopard as well.
That's
Mhm.
pretty.
Yeah. By the way, we have Brick Hunter and Jigglypuff in the chat. Hello, guys. Welcome.
Hi guys.
Hey, Brick Hunter. Yeah, so I see what you did with your video. I just kind of looked at it. I turned the sound off and watched it. But yeah, that's amazing. I like how you use the bus set there. I love how you use the newsstand, the bank, or that the Spider-Man set with the
end bank, yeah.
yeah.
See,
And
it just
then-
felt like it all came together, you know, and
How the Sanctorum came together with all three parts of it there.
you know the reason why I wanted all three parts. I don't know if you heard it from the audio or not, but
No, I'll go back and watch it with the audio, but I
With
was just kind of seeing what you did.
right with the Doctor Strange movies. I mean, I'm not like a really big movie buff, so I was hoping it wasn't going to offend any of the movie buffs. But I figured in the movie of Doctor Strange, they had 3 different locations of those Sanctum Sanctorums. One was, I think it was New York, London, and Hong Kong. And I was like, why don't I create a building? Since I have 3 sets, it just worked out where I was like, I will have 3 different of those eyeglass pieces, identifying that single structure as paying homage to that entire movie, you know? And so
Yeah.
I don't know, it just kind of felt like it worked out, you know?
That sounds like probably came out great.
Definitely.
Computer screen. It's like you're going, oh my gosh, did I find myself a nice 2x2 dark gray tile or a computer screen?
Yes, no. So
Okay, my friends. Dexter's looking at me. He needs to go outside, so I do need to take him outside. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys know about Dexter, but so he's my Shiba Inu dog. He kind of acts as comic relief on my channel and everything. And he has the weirdest thing where he's not vocal. He's almost like a mute. Like the very odd time you'll actually hear him. But when he needs to go out, he sits there in front of you and just stares and gives you the most uncomfortable stare ever. And you're like, okay, I gotta go. So I am so sorry to cut short, guys, but it really was a pleasure to talk with you guys today.
Hey,
I
great
do
to meet
appreciate
you.
the invite.
great having you on the show.
Definitely, and to the future shows as well. We'll definitely be talking to you guys in the future.
Hey,
Awesome.
Thanks for
Look forward to
popping
talking to
in,
you.
buddy. Congratulations on 1,000.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye for now, guys.
take it easy.
So we got Dude Jude in the chat. Who else is here? I think that's it. New Wise.
New eyes.
New Wise.
Yeah.
But-
Very cool.
Guys, with that, I think I'm going to call it a night. We've been going close to an hour, so
Is that it? You're done?
not too bad for
Not too
Back it
bad
out.
for hosting the Pink Bucket Nation happy hour.
not too bad for finding out like 15 minutes before it was supposed to start that hey man, you want to host? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll give it a whirl.
Very cool. So we're
I wanna
going to call it then?
Yeah, I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank everybody in the chat who showed up and
He's under the weather, dude. Dude, Jude.
hopefully he gets him some rest and he does one of his pop-up streams here in the next couple of days.
Those are fun, except for when you're sitting in the middle of a meeting and it comes up and it's screaming at you. Everyone's looking at you like, why is your phone going off like that? And it's like, it's just a bunch of AFOLs trying to call me. All right, guys. Sounds good.
Appreciate
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Thanks
see
for coming to Pink Bucket Happy Hour.
We'll see everybody on the next one.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more Pink Bucket Nation.
Bye bye, everyone. I gotta
Bye-bye.
find the red button.